Hello dear friends and greetings from Egypt. In today's video I will share a few perspectives, a few opinions about the importance of being honest. Being honest. Being truthful to yourself, especially to yourself. Sometimes, depending on the situation, depending on the day, depending on how the moon and the stars align. It can be the easiest but also the hardest, one of the hardest things ever, to be that courageous, to be that open to yourself that you can actually see everything that's going on inside of you and be able to put it into clear words. It can be very challenging because we as humans are used to believing parts of the truth. We are used to remembering parts of what really happened, and then making up stories to fill in the blanks, and then creating aspects from that, and wounds, and all those beautiful experiences. But being honest, being truthful to yourself, daring, like I said, daring to lay it out on the table. Why is this important? Well, because the energies are quite literal, and when you lie to yourself, or when you don't want to see the whole truth, the whole picture, the energies will serve you in that direction, of course. But feel into this, and being open, being honest with you, and if the situation is there, being honest with and to the other person. It's a great opportunity for you to stop playing, if it's the case. Again, there are so many situations, I cannot generalize this, but imagine being that honest that you allow the energies to balance. One of the beautiful dynamics is that you actually accept in an instant everything that you are. You accept everything that is going on inside of you. You accept the whole situation. You accept the other person. You accept everything. When you are so brave that you can vocalize, you can put into words what you are feeling. No blame, of course. Not saying that the other person did this, the other person. It doesn't matter. But what you are feeling, what I am feeling, what I am going through. Taking full responsibility that if it's there, it's serving me. Taking full responsibility that maybe sometimes I don't know what's going on. And that in itself, if you are able to put it into words, it can find its balance. You accept that, yes, sometimes you don't see the entire picture, and that is okay. In an instant, you accept that, yes, sometimes you are overwhelmed, and it's okay, dear friends, it's okay. This life, it's so dynamic that sometimes it's okay to be overwhelmed. It's okay to not know all the answers. It's okay to just be vulnerable and delicate and to see your limits. But when you are that brave to actually put them into words, those limits actually become very, very etheric, very airy-fairy, let's say, for the sake of the discussion. They become not so grounded, not so stuck anymore. When you allow yourself to be that vulnerable, to be that open, actually, all your energies, all of you starts to move, starts to change, starts to evolve, starts to balance and to serve you in a very different way. And I would say, and I would dare say, that being open doesn't necessarily get you to where you want to be, but it will get you to where you need to be. It's not about obtaining something. You are open to have an agenda. Actually, no, you are open and honest and vulnerable with no agenda to allow everything that is appropriate to happen. Maybe, let's take for as an example, you are in a relationship and things are not going the way you thought they should be going. Things are not going necessarily nice. But when you are taking responsibility, when you are open, when you are loving you and daring to be honest with the other person, maybe you will break up. But isn't that loving to accept what's going on and to move on in honor, in joy, and still in some form of love? Or maybe you discover that it was all in your head. It was all in the past, and you are still carrying some traumas, and you are actually projecting most of it, and it wasn't real. Or maybe you discover that just by being that honest and that open, the other person is exactly on board with you, and you discover a new relationship, you discover a new way of communication, you discover a new love. Anything is possible, but whatever happens, you move onward. Whatever happens, those stuck energies start to find their balance, start to move, start to be accepted. And when something is accepted, it starts to balance. So, dear friends, I invite you to dare to be honest, because you are doing it for you. It's not about anybody else. It's not about families, relationships, situation. It's just about you. Honoring the journey, accepting the journey, accepting what's going on within you, accepting past stories, accepting past traumas. And through this little and simple and instant act of honesty, these lost parts can come back home and have a beautiful, beautiful celebration. Maybe not right away. Many times it will be right away, but other times maybe not right away, because they still need some time to find their own peace. But sooner or later, there will be that beautiful celebration. There will be that joyful smile on your face and in your heart. That I am honest. I'm open to what life has to offer, and let's see. Maybe it will be how I think, maybe not, but whatever happens, it will be amazing. The gift of honesty. Of course, I can talk a lot more about this, but I will leave it just as it is for now. I invite you to feel into your own honesty. I invite you to feel into whatever is going on in your life. Maybe you can put it into words, maybe you can put it into verbally, maybe you can put it into words in writing, but I invite you to be honest. To talk to yourself, to be honest with yourself, again with no agenda, because where it will lead you, it might just surprise you. With joy and love, I am